feast your eyes on this absolutely stunning machine. 1973 Rickman Metisse with the Montessa Cappra engine, 250 two-stroke engine in there with the big upswept cannon bazooka pipe, the nickel-plated frame, the chrome rims, the B-Tor shocks, the aluminum triple clamps, the alloy swing arm, magnesium hubs. It's a really spectacular, what would in the day was considered almost like a works bike, because these two brothers, Don and Derek Rickman, who were not only engineers but pro-level motocross riders, decided the Japanese frames weren't good enough and some of the European frames weren't good enough, so they built a purpose-built MX chassis that was the standard that all others were judged by in that time. It was considered one of the best chassis you could possibly get, and still to this day, a classic Rickman is like a real unicorn. It's a very rare piece. They didn't make that many of these. The production versions, definitely less than 1,000 of them were made with this engine. How many were survived today? Who knows? It could even be in the hundreds. I don't know the exact production stats, but there's a cool story behind this bike. We actually bought this bike from a friend of mine, a hill climb racer, coming up on 7 years ago, right before COVID struck. And we actually, the Discovery Channel solicited us to do a TV show here, which through the grace of God, it didn't go through because we probably would have killed each other, because just 2 weeks of working with those guys was really stressful. We filmed a 1-hour TV show, and when COVID struck, we're down in Daytona filming the second episode with Discovery, and that's when the whole TV network got shut down and the guys from Discovery had to get shipped home. So we only filmed one episode. But back to the bike. This bike was purchased from a friend of mine who's a hill climber. This was in his barn. We bought several bikes off of him, and we did a frame-up restoration. So if you want to watch the video of us, the actual Discovery pilot show we did 6 years ago, you can search it on the Discovery Channel or Max or Apple TV. And I think there's some pay-per-view service you can watch on. It might be a couple bucks or it might be free. I don't know. But that was like a lifetime ago, 6 years ago. And in any event, we did a frame-up resto on this. It came right down to the frame. We polished the nickel-plated frame, went through the engine, transmission, clutch, the top end, put a new piston rings in it, new gaskets, painted the top end, polished the lower end, fresh oil, rebuilt the carb, new air filter was installed, and we put it all together with some new tires, or painted it, did a full frame off. It was probably 50 hours of shop labor, if I have to guess. We had my friends Ed at Mill Street Auto, who I just dropped off a set of tins to get painted yesterday morning, actually. Painted the tank for us. They did a beautiful job. Base coat, clear coat. You can see the tank still shines like the day they painted it. The bike's been on display as a showpiece. One of our wealthy clients purchased this. He had it in his private collection. He wanted to downsize and send us 6 bikes, this one included. So it's going up for sale. Riding it around, I was thinking, boy, I'd really like to keep this and put it on the mezzanine in the new barn that I'm building at the compound, just because it's part of our history. But we're also, you may or may not know, we're opening a new motorcycle franchise on the first floor, a 12,000 square foot dealership, which will be the largest of its kind, I think, in Connecticut for sure. I don't want to tell you the brand is yet, keeping that in the QT, but it's coming up in the next month or so. So we got to come up with a bunch of money for the new dealership, so I can't keep it. It's going up for sale. Spectacular piece of American and English moto history. The Montessa Cappra engine was considered an excellent engine for motocross, enduro, flat track, hill climb. They're very durable and bulletproof. Parts are still available. And the Rickman chassis, well, it was in a class all its own. Full fiberglass body kit on it. If you look at the stylishness of the tank and the way the seat base is formed and the rear fender, it's just a really cool piece. My brother actually, we bought one Rickman, a brand new 125 for him in 1974 with the Zundap engine, which was not nearly as good as the 250 Montessa that's in this one, but that thing was bulletproof, and he hammered that thing for years, and the frames are absolutely bulletproof. So this is a really cool piece of American motocross history. To buy one today and do a frame off, or to pay a shop to do it, you know what it costs at $150 plus an hour, and minimum 50 to 70 hours to do one. It adds up quick, plus parts. This one's done. The original chrome on the wheels still shines great. The original nickel plating on the frame is still there. The engine's been gone through. The body's been painted. It has the debruiser period correct. This is actually this is not a reproduction. This is a 50-year-old debruiser crossbar pad. I believe these are new bars we put on here, new levers. It's got new Magura grips. It's got a new front number plate with the custom cut background for it. The Betor forks are in excellent condition. And if you look closely, you'll see all the original cycle parts. Those Betors are made in Spain. The chrome on the fork uppers is still in good condition. The nickel plating is intact. The aluminum engine cases still look great. The cylinder and jug looks excellent. We pulled the piston, cleaned the carb. It's got a brand new air filter in it. Changed the oil because it's been a few years since we did it. We put a boroscope in, and the cross hatching was still in the cylinder, and it still pumping out 150 psi. So it's got maybe an hour ride time since we rebuilt it. New fuel petcock, new fuel lines. You can see the new air box poking out from the air filter there, from the air box and the air filter, and of course you can see it's got a new gold chain on it and a brand new set of Dunlop freshies we just put on there. So if you have any questions about it, I think I pretty much covered everything, but it's a piece of our history. Junior and I can sign this for you if you'd like, with a gold paint pen on the front number plate or something, and you're welcome to leave it here on display in the museum, or we'll ship it to you anywhere in the continental U.S., licensed, insured, and closed through one of our private shippers, and we can even finance this in-house. So it's an investment quality, super rare classic that's ready to roll into the museum or roll it to the line at Daytona for the vintage Supercross, or to bring it to Unadilla. And it's a fun bike to ride. This 250 is torquey. It's smooth power, and I was really enjoying riding it around the neighborhood here today. So just having flashbacks to what it was like six years ago riding this at Southwick. If you watch the video, I was ripping around the Southwick perimeter of the Southwick track and the pits, the big smile on my face, and that's what happened today. I had a big smile riding it. So pretty cool piece of our history, and a cool piece of moto history. And I think the condition of the bike speaks for itself. It's absolutely stunning. Billy Blythe spun the wrenches on the most of the rebuild, and with the help of the Wizard, and Ed over at Mill Street Auto laid down this kick-ass paint job. So thanks for watching, and God bless America. What's happening, fellas? Hey, my media guy just printed this off today, and much to my dismay, 83% of the people watching the channel are not subscribed, only 16.7. And we also got over a dozen emails from subscribers saying they were magically unsubscribed from the channel. So we're not sure how that's happening, but do me a favor, just check and see if you are subscribed. It's a button right down there. Just hit the subscribe button. It's very easy to do. You don't have to fill anything out. Just hit the button. Maybe you hit it inadvertently with your finger and unsubscribe, but it helps us grow the channel. I promise to you, you guys subscribe, I'll keep giving you the best free content on classic motorcycles I can possibly come up with. I spent the last 15 years of my life doing this 364 and a half days a year. And that's all I ask. It's free, and it would help us grow the channel. So we got a deal. You guys subscribe, and I'll keep pumping out the great content for you. Thanks for watching, and God bless America.